What up, what up, what up? We are back. Money in the Future, episode 8. So as of now, about 4 streams a week or whatever. This is obviously the earliest that I have ever gone live. It is December 19th, 7:30 a.m. on the West Coast. We had a huge pump on. Now hold on, give me a second. Price is not moving at all. What is that about? There we go. Yeah, we had a huge pump on Nasdaq in the morning. A couple hundred points to the upside. I was up. I gotta admit that trading the open, even the opening range break and stuff like that, trading the open is a lot more difficult in my opinion. As a momentum trader, obviously there's a lot more volume, so that helps people like me be able to, jump in and join the move. Originally, I wish I would have captured some of this long to the upside. I saw this building up right before the open. Even this move, like we had chop. We had this move at the open. It rejected to right here at 6:30, bounced off these EMAs and skyrocketed. Boom. Even this one that made you feel like, okay, this was the top. It rejected all the way back down. We weren't going that high. Long bottom wick, and it just kept going. 2 big old back-to-back green candles. So your 15-minute opening range is all the way up there, 5, 10, 15. And then we just had some chop around here. I managed to capture a short trying to grab the top. However, I did not get a good entry. And fortunately, I was able to, average up and steal a win from that first play. I drew this original support and resistance line right here where the 14 EMA is hanging out now. And as price broke through here, I took a short. It kept going. I had this level here. I averaged again. It kept going. And I was like, oh man, what a sick trade. So once we got up here, I think I averaged one more time. And then once we got here and it felt like some real rollover, I averaged one more time. I was able to cash out just below this extra support and resistance line. I think I cashed out at 31. Yeah, originally my original sale was at 31. Had some shorts all the way up, from down here and up here. So my average ended up being actually, I don't know what the average was. I'll go back and check that. But looks like we've been bullish for the morning. I was able to catch the top and short it back down for a decent win. Actually like I said, I averaged on that first trade. So we're talking, it ended up being like 4 contracts at once, which obviously not my norm, but I walked away with a nice little win, so I'll take it for the early morning. I think it's a lot more difficult. This looks like a textbook bull flag now, where we've had the pop, we've had the retracement, we came back down, tested these EMAs, and now we're seeing a little more expansion to the upside. I like this long so far, but I wouldn't take it personally until I see it cracking this next upper area, because this could still just be some relief before the rollover. Kept an eye on Nvidia a lot this morning while taking those trades and just tried to time what I was doing. Yeah, back to some pretty identical on the 5-minute chart. Let's go ahead and try to bring that back up on Trading View, I guess. Yeah. So yeah, look at the 5-minute pattern on Nvidia versus wrong shit. 5-minute pattern on Nvidia, 5-minute pattern on Nasdaq. Very similar. You're seeing that same bull flag move where the sell-off happened here just for it to bounce in this zone and look like it wants higher. However, Nvidia's had a real ugly week where it bled overall. Let's go back to Dragon View. Let's look at what Nvidia looks like on the weekly. Okay, so technically as of today specifically, it might not close bearish because of this pop that we've had. We closed in, pretty low yesterday, and then even after hours took us down to the 170s just to be popped up at 179 today. So that's a long bottom wick on the weekly here. Oh, sorry, that was last week. Yeah, no, yesterday we were down as low as the 170s, popped us all the way up to 179 again this morning. Let's look back at the daily on Nvidia. Yeah, this is what I meant by it had an ugly week. Drop, and we popped right here today, but this is what the week on Nvidia has looked like. So this is some relief, obviously, but I don't know if we want to call it bullishness if you're looking at this whole pattern. Certainly a relief candle, but I don't know if it's a bullish candle. You got a lot of resistance to break through to declare Nvidia back bullish. I think Nvidia is just in a nice little chop zone. Certainly won't close over 185 today. Certainly won't close below 170 today. So it'll range right there in that middle where this chop has been happening for a while. Not surprising. That's a little bit of relief, like you said, on Nvidia, and a potential, a little bit of that Santa Claus rally in December. So again, right now, as momentum finally kind of like slows down for a bit, I'm not really seeing a trade right here. Well, like I said, I've already taken a couple trades earlier than I tend to. These are doing well. The account's doing well. Account's up. So obviously at that point, you don't want to be greedy. It's a Friday. Imagine that. Imagine you've had a stellar week. You trade the open on Friday. You nail some good trades in the morning, and then you give it all back Friday afternoon. That's not my trading style, or to be honest, it has been before, and I don't want it to be again. You don't want to have a good week, get greedy on Friday, give it all back. That takes you nowhere. Again, I've been talking all week on the stream about my trading plans for 2026 and beyond. I'm getting a bunch of emails about different work opportunities and things coming up for the top of the year, and I want to continue this pattern where I take a little bit of my paycheck, put it towards getting some new futures accounts, and really refining my trading style. I think I would say. I think that's what I would like to do with those new accounts again, like taking a couple more Lucids or TPT. I think I don't. For some reason, what Ep8 has rocking right now just isn't really sitting right with my spirit. I really like the discounts, but those activation fees and those monthlies. I'm not a home run trader. I'm not a somebody that's trying to. If I'd have took a long on that morning pump, I could have passed this Lucid account just like that. But I don't know that is sustainable. And what I'm trying to create here is something that I can get up and do every day, every week, every whatever, make me a little bit of money. I'm sure most of you guys understand that, like, when you go out and work your 9 to 5, even some of those with like the best jobs out there, like, okay, if we're excluding like lawyers and doctors and surgeons and shit who went to school for a decade just to be able to make that kind of money. I didn't go to school for a decade to learn how to do this, but in my other day jobs, you can take a look at your own both hourly pay scale and daily pay scale. Both of those, when compared to trading, think about the hours and the time I had to put in. One of the jobs I just worked in, 25, paid roughly like $250 a day. you can make 250 on one trade sitting here if you're, you know, on NQ. You can make or break that down to even the hourly. I want to say that job was somewhere between like $17 and $28 an hour, depending on which hour, because obviously there was overtime, there was double time. There's a calculation that you know, makes all that, you know, makes those wages make sense. But between $17 and $28 an hour. How long would it take me to make between $17 and $28 on a trade? Even on MNQ, look at it. You can just look at the chart. Tell yourself how long would it take for a 10-point move. You know me, I trade 10-point scalps on whether I'm on MNQ or NQ. I'm trying to get these, that my trading style is to get a 10-point scalp as a momentum trader. Even if I'm on MNQ and I'm just refining my trading style, that 10 points is still $20 or whatever. One quick trade in and out. You've seen my trades be as short as 3 seconds. You know, as long as, I think I've sat in a trade on stream for 15 to 20 minutes, but usually that's very, very, very long for my trading style. And to think about that, to be able to make your salary in a microsecond as compared to the hourly, you know, work and wage. How many steps would it take? How many errands would I have had to run? How many things would I have had to do in that hour to make that same money? So again, I'm just continuing my the theory of my 2026 plan. I want to, and look at that sell-off, boy. I would have liked that short again right there, coming back down to the 14 EMA. That's pretty good. Let's check Nvidia again. Yep, Nvidia did not make a bear flag. It gave up, bull flag. It gave up some of that zone so far. Could still just be chopping 178.80 area. Here, I'll give you a look at it. We hate these damn pop-ups. Eventually, I'm gonna just like sign in to TradingView so that this doesn't happen. Let's back on the daily. Let's switch to the 5-minute. And yeah, this was a textbook bull flag when it popped from here. Let's put these EMAs on the chart. Oh yeah, they're gonna want me to sign in and get the EMAs. Okay, whatever. I'll do that later. But yeah, nice little sell-off, 187.86, 178.86. Currently, like I said, would be shocked if it traded in the 185 today, and I will be shocked if it closed below 170 today. That's just not the way Nvidia is gonna move on a Friday. But hey, we finally got that sell-off and that reaction, and we're back down here to that original support and resistance line that I drew during the long breakout. Alright, and we're coming below this. It looks like it must want the 21 EMA. 21 might act as a little magnet. I'm seeing some bounce there though between the 14 and the 21. And so now it's reacting off previous support rather than the EMAs, which is again why you want both of those indicators kind of there. No guarantee it'll go up, no guarantee it'll go down. This is a zone where you want to pay attention. Oh, and we're right at a round number. I'm sorry, I didn't notice that I had drawn that line right at 25,500. So I talk all the time about how these algorithms like to react around these round numbers. I don't know if it's human psychology and we've just coded that into the algos, and there it breaks the support and resistance, headed down to the 21 EMA, which is at 82. Holding up right there, so wouldn't have been a great short the way it reversed back over for and reversed back over 500 pretty fast. right as I think the more you watch the stream, the more you'll see coming back down. The more you watch the stream, you'll see when I pause in the middle of my sentence, it's because I'm looking like, dang, do I want this trade right now? Do I want to just go for it? I don't like the risk reward on this trade, like saying and there it goes, right as I'm running my mouth. Just thinking about where I would have put my stop loss, seeing as the previous candle's high was all the way 30 points higher. Again, the trade played out the way I said it. We were coming down to test this 21 EMA. That 10-point scalp would have played out just fine, and now we're seeing a little bounce off that 21 EMA. If we want to contest the 50, that would be crazy. Nvidia 178.80. Gonna refresh this so that price keeps refreshing for us. And there's the break of the 21. I missed that trade too. Wow. And it's giving it up. We're in the 70s. I was looking at that short in the 90s. Right when I paused, that would have been a perfect time to just click the sell market button and then continue talking. Let this trade kind of play out for a couple points. So holding up there after that 21 break, it did not look like it had momentum to come down and test the 50 as of yet. If it closes, we got another 45 seconds on this 5-minute candle. If it closes underneath the 21, that will be very interesting as far as seeing a little more rollover price action. But as of now, like I said, we've been bullish all morning, but before this break of this 5-minute candle, we were hanging out above all the major EMAs. This is that first dip below it, so you want to keep an eye on this price on Nasdaq, as well as the main equities that make up Nasdaq. Nvidia popped 3+% at open, and that's a lot of money. If you know how big Nvidia's market cap, what does it take to move a stock like Nvidia 3%? It's a lot of money, billions and billions of dollars. All right, so this new 5-minute candle open, it wicked up first. It wicked up to touch the 21 EMA, but we definitely did close below the 14 and the 21. So this new 5-minute candle popped, put in the top wick above the 21, and now it's coming back down. Yeah, I'm curious. I could see some more bearishness in the short term as people just take profits from that big move up. But also, again, textbook bull flag. Matter of fact, we've been doing decent at this, doing decent with these on stream. I'm gonna just go ahead and draw that short-term downtrend line, because just like as we see that relief, you didn't want to go short right there, even though I was considering it. Did you see this relief pop? I don't want to buy into this pop for the next leg up until I were to see this trend break. We got a reaction right there at the 14. So yeah, there's also 9 minutes until this 1 hour candle closes. So let's look at the 1 hour chart, because I've been pretty clear on stream about about the reactions that we tend to see on 1 hour candles. So at the close of a 1 hour candle, you're very likely going to see a reversal back in the opposite direction of the candle. So this candle from 7 o'clock, we clearly, like I said, we opened super bullish, but this is the 7 o'clock candle. From 7 o'clock, that is a bearish candle. We sold off from the top after that first 30 minutes. But I would be very, very surprised if this candle closed with no bottom wick. You just look at all of these hourly candles, top wick and a bottom wick, top wick and a bottom wick for the most part. You see one like this where there's no top wick, that usually means a lot more downside to come, a lot more downside pressure coming. And look at the next two candles, boom, boom. We flushed hard, no top wick right there, coming back down. Same with the bottom wicks. Typically on these 1 hour candles, the close of that candle happens somewhere inside the body, not at the bottom or top of these wicks. So you'll see those reversals at the close of a 1 hour candle. We got 7 minutes before this candle closes. So yes, I wouldn't expect it to hold up there. Even if it wants to come down, it's the 200 period moving average is right here at 25,453 on the 1 hour chart. Even if it does want to come down and test that 200 before it bounces again, I'd be surprised if it did it in the next 6 minutes while this happening. On the 5 minute, that looks like a reversal hammer. Like it popped and it got pushed right back down. Inverted hammer, right? Not reversal hammer, inverted hammer. So yeah, still hanging out below that EMA, and would not be surprised if we want to come down and test lower. Just would be surprised if it all happened within this last few minutes of this candle. You always get those reversals. You very, very commonly get top wicks and bottom wicks on the close of those 1 hour candles. And so there you see that we're getting a little pop. I expect this candle to close somewhere within the body of the formation of this 1 hour candle, not at the bottom of the wick or at the top of the wick. It's going to close somewhere in that body. So there's the reversal that you tend to see at the end of a 1 hour candle. With 6 minutes to go, expect us to close in this zone, and then that new 1 hour candle is gonna show us what price wants to do. Because again, if we go back to the 1 hour, nice and bullish for that 6 to 7 candle, 7 to 8 back down, but could be just relief, not bearishness. I've been, while we're waiting for this 1 hour candle to close, I've been listening to Conway the Machine these last, just like this morning to wake me up. I heard a lot of good things about Conway's new album, and I turned it on once I woke up just because Conway got some of that like getting money rap and so forth and so on, Griselda, the whole vibe. But he's kind of killing this, the stuff I was listening to earlier, he was absolutely smoking, and then I turned it down. It's still playing, but it's hard to focus on Conway and the charts at the same time. But I gotta say, I can't wait to go back and just turn this up and listen to the rest of it, because he's smoking this album. And that sounds like Lady London in my ear. It is. The song is called Attach It. Obviously, it's brand new music by Conway, so I can listen here. I can't play it on the stream because that's not how copyrights work. But I can obviously give a recommendation if I like what I'm hearing. And Conway's new album's pretty fire so far. And yeah, this song is called Attached, featuring KNDRX. And that reads like Kendrick's, but like that could easily even be mistaken for Kendrick. It is not a song featuring Kendrick Lamar, but it is a song featuring Kendrick's and Lady London. And Lady London, she got that rapper voice, boy. She be getting off too. But yeah, Conway be rapping, bro. I miss the type of rap that Conway gives. There was a clip of Young Thug going around this week talking about the death of hip hop and just how the culture ain't hitting like it used to, and you know, whatever he was saying. And I feel like the call was coming from inside the house. If you listen to Thug's new work, personally, there's a clip of Aiden Ross just like vibing out super duper hard to the most popular song on Young Thug's last album. If you're familiar, you know what I'm talking about. If you're not familiar, you're better off not knowing what I'm talking about, to be perfectly honest. That is not a song I would want to share with people, be like, oh, go listen to this. No, it's bad, it's terrible. And so to hear someone like that lamenting the death of the culture, the death of hip hop, while putting out content like that, just impressive cognitive dissonance at the very least. Meanwhile, you got guys out here like Conway just rapping. It's a lot of Justice League production, little bit of Conductor. Ooh, you know, but yeah, Conway and Justice League, man, shoot it in my veins. This is the kind of bars that I can turn on, that I can ride out to, that I feel motivated by. You know, I like good rap. Shout out to Conway for rapping good. All right, so now we got another 90 seconds before this hourly candle closes. But again, I can just show you visually how my theory has held no dramatic move in either direction. It might want to come down and test this 200 before going higher in the next candle, but certainly not as this last hourly candle closes. It's going to close right here in this zone. We're currently trading 25,482. 60 seconds to go. Let's look at what this looks like on the 15-minute chart. Ooh, yeah, see, so that 1 hour candle being bearish obviously makes sense when you see 4 15-minute candles all red. But again, look at the 30 minutes before that. Ooh, skyrockets in flight. Afternoon delight. It's not the afternoon, it's the morning. It's the morning in both sessions. It's only 11 right now on Wall Street. It's just about to be 11 o'clock in the morning. It is only 8 o'clock in the morning here on the West Coast. So it's nice that was able to make all of this money early. And again, I don't have work today, but on a day that I did have work, boy, I'd be so content to be like, hey, I made money here, now I'm gonna go make money here. I think all of the millionaires and, you know, folks that got it like that, they say that you need at least 7 streams of income, you know, to be a sustainable millionaire. All right, and here's the open of this next 5-minute candle, as well as the next open of the 1 hour candle. So now we're seeing that move back to the, did not just call it. We're gonna come back down and test this 200 EMA, and it's happening right now, but it did not happen in that previous 1 hour candle. It's happening to open the new 1 hour candle. So now you can make a bottom wick here by getting close to or kissing this 200 EMA before probably more upside. See that, you know, see the reaction off of it, but push down first. So now this hourly candle, even if it just goes up from here for the rest of the way, that bottom wick has been put in. So here's a tricky area where you want to pay attention. These moving averages have curled over. We're below the 14 and the 21, but still above the 50. It's hanging out. But again, strong support on the 1 hour at this 200 EMA. We got VWAP right here at about 25,420. The 14 EMA on the 1 hour chart, 25,376. So yeah, hanging out above all of those EMAs and holding up off the 200 right there. There's that bounce. If we can get above the, if we can close above the 14 EMA, I might be interested in a long up here. back tears. That man is getting off right now. I can't pay too much attention to it because I'm looking at this this bullish hammer candle that is forming on the 1 hour. So like I said, the 1 hour candle has went down, put in a bottom wick. And if we can get a close above the 14 EMA right here, 495, wouldn't be shocked to see more upside. Even if we just want to like create a new zone and trade in a zone right here, I guess that zone would be, don't hold me to this shape until it till we see if it kind of plays out. Actually feels okay. All right, so there we go, right there at that 14 EMA. Like I said, got a bullish hammer candle, a nice reaction. Even if we just want to chop in this zone that we're forming up here, let me even just drop it to the close. Ignore those wicks. Yeah, there we go, above the 14 EMA. And obviously we have that downtrend line right there, but even if we just want to chop in this zone, I wouldn't be surprised if we made it back up to 540. There's a push back down to 14 EMA, which is why I said I wanted a close above the 14 EMA, not a pop above. You know, that wick above could absolutely be a fake out for bears to drag us lower. Look at that move. This is why, again, I didn't just say I want to see it above the 14 EMA. I said I wanted to close above the 14 EMA. So let the bulls probably, you know, win this little tug of war area between the 14 and the 21. You got 45 more seconds on this 5-minute candle, and yeah, you just show a little patience. Yeah, I gotta go back and listen to this album, man. This man is rapping. All right, there's 505, 506. There is that pop that we're looking for with 15 seconds before this 5-minute candle closes. There's a little sell. There's a little sell. All right. I'm not mad at a long up here. Let's let this new 5-minute candle open, create a bit of a bottom wick.
Order filled.
All right, stream. So I got what I wanted as of now. So I'm long with us. My stop should be under the 21 EMA. Again, we got that short-term uptrend line that I would love to break and go right here. That would be beautiful. That would be textbook. But breaking trend lines is not as easy as it sounds. And it looks like the bulls might be slowed down again. I like momentum. There we go.
Order filled.
Let's take that off for another 5.5, 6 point win. And there it goes. It's gonna bust through this. You know, that is one of my struggles that I talk about a lot on stream, is holding the winners a little longer. Again, it's Friday. Nobody wants to give back their profit, etc. So I took a 5-point win rather than waiting for this full move to play out. But we see as it breaks. I told you, theoretically, once I drew the rectangle, even if we're not super bullish, but breaking this uptrend is exactly breaking the trend line is exactly the move I wanted to see. I could have held that longer for even more points. It's still going. I saw it stall out for a second right here at the line, and I, got a little nervous. It's Friday. You don't want to give back any profits, so you take that move and keep it pushing. But look, yeah, it's headed higher. This is, even if it reacts at this line and comes back down, just to continue to base in this rectangle, create a new chop zone or whatever. Not out of the question, not unreasonable, but that still gives us that upside. We could have taken much more upside. So yeah, that trade played out perfectly, or almost perfectly. Perfectly would be still holding and maybe getting out right there at that flush down. Let's see what since I buy and sell at market so often, let's see what they gave us there. Love to see it. 51 seconds. The trade before that was 23 seconds, so twice as long as the previous trade, but 51 seconds. Long at 25,508, sold at 25,513.75. So what did I call it? 5.5 points. Yeah, it was 5.5 points. I hit close at 513 and price went all the way to 525. So yeah, there was much more upside on that move. This is still a test for me to be more patient, working on it, but most important, keep the profit. Keep that profit that you made. You don't want to be giving back these wins. I mean that. I stand by that. I'm much happier taking a win and watching the chart continue than I am giving back the profit that I already had. You know, if that pops 5 points in my direction and then drops 10 points the opposite direction, not only do you give up the gains that you have, but the trailing drawdown or whatever changes. So definitely want to pay attention to moments like that. And you can even see my hesitation was a little early and slightly unwarranted, but even as it broke this first trend line, it made it to that next level of support and resistance that I had drawn earlier, and still slowed down and still rejected. It was a nice green candle for us to get some profit, but not so momentum. It didn't quickly break this zone 2 and make it to the top of the box or anything like that. So nice slow momentum. You've been on this stream this week, you'll see that theoretically, and I'm still not gonna do it in this account or on a Friday, but theoretically you would wanna there it goes, there's that next 5-minute candle. Theoretically you could probably still short at the top of the box like I did this morning. Like I started making profit by shorting this big move, and almost got wrecked. Can't even hold you. It was a scary trade. But here we are back at this resistance zone that acted as support for a minute during the open, but now it obviously is a resistance zone, and we're looking to break it. It's short-term resistance. It's not like extreme resistance. Looking to break that resistance zone and keep going. All right, that Conway album went off, and somebody else came on that tonally wasn't working for me sonically. No shade to you, buddy. Yeah, man, I want to go back and listen to this album is called You Can't Kill God with Bullets. Obviously a very fitting title for somebody that's been shot in the face before, as Conway has. You can hear it in all his bars that he's been shot in the face. Something about them New York niggas, man. 50 Cent shot in the face, and 9 times whatever. Conway shot in the face. Y'all be wearing, y'all up there where it's cold, where it's rough. Look at that break of that previous resistance zone as well. So yeah, that long play from the bottom here. Watch, I said if we can close above the 14 EMA, definitely see more upside. What did we do on this candle? Well, obviously the EMA is moving. So on this candle, we closed above the 14 EMA. So I went long on this candle, rode it up to the trend line and sold. And look at that continued trend line. Broke the trend line, broke the resistance, and kept going. That was an excellent long bet, and I called it a perfect trade. But the only thing that was imperfect about that trade is just holding on to the winners, man. Collecting a couple more of those points and making life a little easier. The longer you hold your winners, the less trades you feel compelled to take overall. So there we go. We popped the top of that zone. We're at the top of the zone now. I'm gonna tweet about how I just did that. All right, yeah, I was tweeting out the results of all of that, trying to get a screenshot that showed the chart and, you know, the logo. And I was marketing. I was in a marketing meeting. That's what you got. it's fucked up. But I was having a conversation the other day with a couple friends about how no matter what kind of business you're operating in 2025, you are if you want to promote that business successfully and not, you know, shell out all the cash to somebody else to do it. If you want to promote that business successfully, you just became several other businesses all within yourself. You are a social media manager in order to promote yourself. But what that means, whether you're Instagram or Twitter or TikTok or whatever your socials of choice, that still means that you need to be good at videos or photography. You need to be good at lighting. You need to be good at color. You need to be good at graphic design. You need to be good at copywriting for the captions or the tweets or the whatever. There's so many. If you want to market yourself correctly, there's so many other details that you must get right. And in order to get those right, you basically have to dive in and learn that practice as well. So like, you want to, let's just say you wanted to make a graphic to, you know, tell people to follow you or whatever. What do you got to go on Canva or Photoshop or whatever? There are people who work all day and that's all they do is Canva or Photoshop and they make a lot of money. They don't do the extra thing that you do. You're just trying to promote your business. See a lot of chefs. You see a lot of chefs on social media, Instagram and TikTok and things like that. They spent time in the kitchen, got really good at that kitchen stuff, and then they had to turn around and learn how the camera worked, or learn how the edits worked, or learn how to, you know what I'm saying, like learn how to light your food properly so that it actually looks good and appetizing. Because I let you in on a little secret, that's half the battle. Making that shit look good, even if it don't taste good. So yeah, like it doesn't matter what business you're in right now. If you want to promote yourself properly unless you have the side budget for marketing and promo and things like that, then you have to market yourself and that's how most of these things work anyway. Big companies don't even really care to rock with you unless they see that you rock with yourself. They see you marketing yourself and then they will jump on board. But how do we learn to market ourselves? It takes all of those other disciplines. You got to learn some photography or video. You got to learn some editing or Photoshop, or you got to learn some copywriting, or a lot of people got to, you know, run these things through AI now, and it's totally reasonable given the circumstances that I'm talking about. You may not be an expert at every one of those fields, so you run it through AI, but now you got to be an AI expert. You got to know how to prompt the AI to give you exactly what you want. You know, it's an ever evolving thing where, thanks to this here wonderful, beautiful internet, I'll always be pro the internet as a concept. I think the way it democratized information and intelligence, and via the information being available. No, I don't want to blanket intelligent. I'll just go back and say it democratized information, because if I said intelligence, I gotta admit that it also democratized stupid. Like, because the information is out there, there's a lot of people believing the misinformation, as well as the people who are growing smarter or whatever. I think about it in the broader scale of like hospitals across the world being able to share medical records that they weren't used to share. They used to be these big paper folders. So now, once they were all digitized and digital, you could share those around the world, and then a lot more diagnosis, a lot more information, a lot more cures were able to be created thanks to the internet. And that's obviously on the pro side. And then you get the downside is that, like, you can, somebody like MTG built their whole career on, and even now, as this person is trying to make their pivot out of the public spotlight, they're doing it by saying, hey, I fell for the misinformation that I pumped to y'all. Like, I didn't mean to be a bad guy. I believed the shit I saw on the internet. And it's like, yeah, but that turned into like real, you supporting a bunch of bullshit and negativity or whatever, but it comes from being convinced that the stuff that you saw online was real because it was online. So yes, I'm always going to be pro internet because of the democratization of information. However, that also allowed misinformation to kind of run rampant, and obviously we see the dangers of that type of shit. So I was just reading some of the comments on the post saying so have we all moved on from listening to the All In podcast? And I think that's funny because I am certainly in that group of people. Look at this reaction. It did not come down to the 21 EMA, but we've got a new bullish candle. So again, like I said, we're just chopping in this zone. We haven't broken this zone. There's no new breakouts, nothing exciting, but you can play the zone all week, at some of last week too. We've been recognizing these zones forming sooner and then getting better at trading the zone. So again, watch this one bounce from the bottom of the zone. We saw it close above the 14 EMA, so we took this long that came all the way up here before retracing. So and obviously could still go higher until we break the box though. This is I don't want to say a snooze fest, but on Friday when you're green, there's really nothing to jump at. Let's see if it can refill the rest of this wick that got rejected or not. Because the previous candle came back down but did not even make it all the way to the 14 EMA, so that lets us know that there are still buyers present. All right, just adding in the chat what all those indicators are in case anybody pops by this thing, in case anybody's curious. I obviously, like I said, marketing, I was typing, I was tweeting. Got to do a better job at actually like promoting the show to get people here to watch. I know that one of the ways to do that is by starting earlier, so that people that are looking for some, insight when the market first opens, they're here. I think it's harder to find that's why I'd love to amass an audience of West Coast traders. That would be fire, because like I know good and well like the 6 a.m. wake ups are certainly attainable and manageable or whatever, but like it's also a lot easier to like when I spend my time in the Eastern time zone, the idea of waking up, getting your life together and the market not opening until 9:30, like that's the dream. However, the East Coast gets the privilege when it comes to trading to the financial markets. I think the money runs Wall Street runs the money, sure. The sports schedules, however, God, I could not imagine living on the East Coast as a Lakers fan. I watch the Lakers, I watch the LA Kings, I watch the Dodgers. These are all obviously hometown teams. Shout out to the Rams and the Seahawks. That game last night was insane. I can't wait to see those guys in the playoffs again. Both teams will make the playoffs. That was probably the best Thursday night football game of the season. There's a little more upside. Probably the best Thursday night football game of the season, but yeah, it came down to overtime, 2-point conversion. Like that's football for you, man. But fortunately, fortunately both those teams will make the playoffs. But I couldn't imagine being an East Coast sports fan, having to stay up. That game started at 8, so it wouldn't have went off till 11 once it goes into overtime. Now again, they could stay up late because the financial markets aren't opening at the butt crack of dawn, before the sun comes up out here, even in the fall and winter with the time change and shit. Markets open before the sun's even up out here. So I do find it fortunate, like say on a Saturday night, the Lakers come on at 7:30. That game's over at 10:30. And that's usually the time like the pregame ends, and then you head out to whatever you're doing on a Saturday night. So like that's perfect. Imagine trying to watch the Lakers before going out while in New York. Game's not gonna end till 1:30 in the morning, and then you have to like start your night. Nah, you gotta pick one. Are we going out or are we watching the game? On the West Coast, you can do both. Dodger game starts at 7, ends at 10, especially with the new pitch clock. Kings game will start at 7:30, end at 10:30. Like it's beautiful. You can go to the game and then go out after and still have several hours out at the bar, at the club, at the lounge, at the hookah spot, at the whatever you choose to do with your nights. You got mad nights still. So that's always nice to be a West Coast sports fan. But now to be a trader and a sports fan, a little tricky. Because right at the end of the Lakers and Rams Seahawks game last night, I gotta be like getting shit ready for bed. Gotta go to bed by like 11, 12 if you want a decent night's sleep and to still be up for that 6 a.m. Because you want to study the market before it opens. You don't want to just open your computer at 6:29 and be trying to trade at 6:39. Like, no. Which is also, again, like I said, I missed the long on the open. Just obviously a little groggy because in hindsight, made perfect sense. It did. Made this move right before the open, 6:20, 6:25 indecision. No, wait, let's say 6:15. We started seeing this pop. 6:20, a little bit of indecision. 6:25. Rejected to the EMAs that were already very tight, and then we get this long bottom wick. That's a pretty textbook sign that we were going higher. You take this long anywhere near the open, let's just say anywhere after it. Whoops, yeah, wrong button. and you take this long anywhere after it like breaks these highs or whatever, and you ride it up. Now again, the next candle, it rejected all the way back down here to make you think like, oh man, long wasn't the play. But clearly, long bottom wick, go to this next candle, even if it pushed down, we closed all the way up here. So the longs that open were obviously a great play, and we've held up in this zone ever since, but not cracking the top of the box. So even as we slowly grind to the top, which again, it's Friday, it's already 11:30 in New York. So, you know, if you're good at what you do, you're done for the day. You would hope, you know, for the New Yorkers or whatever, that if you've been up, you bust the move that you need to bust, and now you're calling it a weekend. Going to take profits and spend that money immediately on family and friends and gifts and outings, and, you know, 'tis the season. Oh, wow. I completely forgot what today was. It is Friday, December 19th. And you know what that means? Do you know what that means? Jake Paul, Anthony Joshua fight is tonight on Netflix. I will be honest, I'm not much of a Jake Paul guy. Just not my bag. But all a matter of opinion. Obviously, the guy makes money. He's very successful. This feels like the first time he's taking a real fight against a real fighter. If there are none of those like bullshit rules that he had with Mike or Floyd, he gonna be down. I wanted to put some money on it yesterday. Looked at the sports book, and it was like Anthony Joshua minus 900. It's like the whole world agrees. But I understand that this is like a show. Again, Netflix isn't. I don't know. I know. Okay, what I know for sure is the fights against the other boxers that he's taking fights against had stipulations about not beating his ass, basically. Like it wasn't a normal fight or a fair fight. There were rules about what could be done. I believe the Mike Tyson fight, they said no uppercuts. Bro, it's Mike Tyson. I feel you. If I gotta fight Mike Tyson, I'm gonna put whatever in the contract to not actually feel what it's like to fight Mike Tyson. That part, I can't even blame you. But from the consumer perspective, that's not a real fight. And if what I've been told is true, that's not how this fight is going. I think this fight has normal exhibition fight rules, and Anthony Joshua is much bigger, much taller, much stronger, longer reach. He's done this professionally. Now he's older as well too, but I don't think 36, 37, wherever he actually is, I don't think that's a age where you just absolutely can't fight anymore. I don't think so. But we'll see tonight. I just saw the pop up on my phone. Tonight at Netflix, witness the heavyweight matchup, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. I'm sure that means undercard. And so the actual fight will start around 7 or 8 West Coast time. Once again, West Coast sports fan. It's Friday night. It's Christmas week. You want to do something after the fight? You want to have people over for the fight? First of all, they could come through after work. starting at 5. Yeah, you're not gonna catch the undercard. Nobody really cares about the undercard if there's an undercard. Let's check that out right now while we're waiting, holding strong. I wouldn't mind the idea of a short at the top of the box. As you can see, there's a little bit of rejection. There's no guarantee that it's gonna get all the way to the top of the box, and we're already seeing some rejection from the highs currently. 25,550. Yeah, like I said, I already took that last long, so I wouldn't be bullish personally until the box broke, but I could also see a short from the top of the box. So that's why it makes it tricky. The box could break, or you could drop down from the top of the box. Now, I will acknowledge that the moving averages are creeping up slow with the with price. So yeah, you probably won't get a drastic sell-off back through the box now that you're seeing even this 50 EMA has come up into the bottom of the box. So yeah, this is bullish. This is still very bullish. If we crack the box today, we might reclaim those highs. But let's give it some time to actually build out a move, because this isn't a textbook like bull flag either, where we had the sell off and then the boom next move to the top. This is forming a new base in this area. So as the new 5-minute candle opens right there, 20 minutes to go in the hourly candle, I'm sure this hourly candle will be bullish as we look at it. Absolutely. So it has basically retraced most of the previous red candles move already. So yeah, we gotta look at it like that. More upside is not out of the question. We've got the bulls are in charge, and there's a decent amount of support below them as price continues to climb. Obviously this would have frozen on us, so let's look at that. Yeah, Nvidia back at 180 on the dot. 180. The high of the day was about 180.70. Yeah, high of the day is up there on Nvidia. So Nvidia made, this is a little more textbook bullishness. Oh, interesting. Just looking at these gaps on the 5-minute chart, see what that means. But yeah, Nvidia's headed higher, 180.11. And now we're seeing that next bullish move here. So yeah, there's more upside potential. I don't like the short at the top of the box just yet, based on the price action I'm seeing outside. 180.18. Nvidia, we can close above this area in the 120s. There's 180.20 and 22. So we're gonna see some more upside expansion here, slowly but surely. Yeah, if Nvidia's 5-minute candle can close above that zone, there's 24. If it can close in the 30s, back to 17, 16. So you also see that same rejection. You see the correlation between the two. But if Nvidia can close above the zone that it previously rejected in, it will be easy to see us going higher. It's having a hard time. It's gonna, it needs to push. Obviously, once it slow grinded back up to the rejection zone. So we've seen moves like this before plenty, but it can double top. It can reject here again. There's no guarantee that it's just gonna give us that next move up. And so you see the same here. You see that same rejection, that same top wick. Remember, shorting at the top of the box would not have been the worst idea. But also, this is zoomed in. That's not that many points, to be honest. Let's see. At the top of the box here at 68, you would have been able to get that short as 64. 465. Okay, no, now that I'm looking at this candle, it still would have been a decent play. Even just back down to this support zone has been 15-20 points already. So yeah, that would have been a decent play still to short at the top of the box. Back to my 2026 plans, I'll have a lucid account where if I'm seeing the box form, I'll just switch and say, this is my short at the top of the box account. And that candle is flipping red, so we're seeing some real rejection from up there. So now, if this support doesn't hold, then likely we are going to come back and test this 14 EMA again. There's the support breaking. So if you wanted a short down from 37 to 26, I could see that playing out. It's likely still gonna bounce hard off of there. Yeah, we see the same rejection on Nvidia. It got up to that zone and rejected off. So you get the same reaction on the Nasdaq futures. Got up to that zone, rejected off, and we're coming back down to test that 14 EMA. That's a pretty textbook trade, again, if I was saying short at the top of the box. Now, again, it might not get all the way. Look at the new 5-minute candle and how it reacted. Getting all the way down to the 14, not a guarantee. So you'd have been waiting for some points and it'll yoke back against you just that fast. So now you want to let this candle open up, long top wick. If you'd have shown a little patience, look, it's still coming down to test the 14 EMA. With a strong bounce off of it. You should expect, with all this bullishness, you should expect bounces off of these upper EMAs. Wow, and there it is. It touched 14, headed through. Nvidia rejected another, 10 cents. 87. And there's still that bounce right around the 14 EMA. So that play would have played for another 20 points. Again, if you're watching money in the future, you're gonna get rich in 26. Just rock with money in the future, you'll get rich in 26. Just seeing a post that said part of the reason that CPI is only down 2.7% is because they stopped measuring everything except gasoline and cars. And interestingly enough, let me pull up OPS and just see if I could show you. You won't be able to see the words, but you will be able to see how CPI used to be measured. And then those last 2 months it was better. So yeah, they said it's only down 2.7%, but that's because it's only measuring things that are not too down. You know what I'm saying? Like that, they are finessing the hell out of this financial system currently. So yeah, I know y'all see that. They're not measuring and then they're telling you it's only down 2.7%. So it's a wicked world out here. You wanna pay attention, keep your head on a swivel, find a few different ways to make money because they're lying to you about how the money's really doing above your pay grade. There's that break of the 14 EMA, so now it's looking like it wants to test the 21 EMA back down. Nvidia did not sell off that hard, I don't believe. There was no extreme sell-off on Nvidia, just 15 points. So that reaction must be coming from one of the other indices, Amazon, Apple, because now we're down below the 21 EMA, are we headed back to that support zone? That's an interesting reaction. Again, it's more of, I felt like we were bullish, but the top of the zone played. That's why I drew out the rectangle to begin with, because we've seen this behavior in Nasdaq the last few weeks. to where you get some early moves in the morning session, and then you get chop, you get zone and basing. Look at that, look at that. Get some chop in the afternoon. So the idea that it will just go up and down in this zone for the next little while is not that crazy. That's why you get that bleed and that break. And there goes Nvidia kind of showed its hand a little later, but they both came back down. Nvidia dropped 50 cents, and there's Nasdaq giving up the points. It gave up the 14 EMA, the 21 EMA came all the way back down to that support zone. So shorting at the top of the box and just holding on would have paid for 60-point win at this point. 60 points. That's a 60-point short. Now look at the strong bounce off of that line, which is a round number, right around that round number, but also that line that I've drawn as support and resistance. No EMAs there. The 50 EMA is all the way down here at 462. So that bounce there would not have been rational to me, except to see that that support zone there. See what that looks like on the 15-minute. Yeah, we're not even down at the 14 EMA on the 15-minute, but we are back down at that support zone that I drew from previous zones. Absolutely makes sense, right? Check out this 30-minute. Boom, 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 boom. That's really interesting. I'm glad I see the zoning, the base, the chop. I can even see that playing out on that 30-minute there. That's awesome. On the hourly, damn, that's a long top wick to fall. That's on the hourly. That feels like getting chopped up. We go green, red, green, but this red just flushed really hard. That feels like getting chopped up on the hourly. But yeah, the only zone that I can see is that we push down to this support and resistance line that I drew. Happy that that's there. Let's see how we react off the zone and off these EMAs. To see, if we break below this, then we're gonna come test the 50. Likely gonna come test the 50. 463, and there's a little bit of that break. Nvidia giving up a couple more cents, but not the whole pie. Let's see. I'll just draw that there to see if Nvidia wants to hold that long term, because there's some bounce already. So yeah, we did not get the bleed back to the 50 EMA. It's holding up. It wicked below, but it's holding up right there off that support zone again, and now testing that 21 EMA. So we filled up half the box. We came down to half the box, which again, no guarantee that you get to the bottom of the box every time we have the box. The box is just there to show you, to help you visualize the zone that we're chopping in. Doesn't mean we always go to the top or the bottom. That was the bottom last time. That was the bottom last time. Technically, these could be higher lows still. There's the 14 EMA. We reclaim the 21, pushing the 14. Strong reaction back to the upside. With 2 minutes to go in this candle. And now I want to look back at the hourly, because again, now there is 6 minutes 50 seconds left to go in this hourly candle. So of course now you're gonna get, like I said, a yoke back in the opposite direction, a reversal back in the opposite direction. All right, this is wonderful. Thank you for watching Money in the Future. I'll be right back. Didn't realize that I didn't have the music on the other screen, so oh, there's that break of the 14 EMA, looking like it's headed a little higher. But yeah, I didn't realize I didn't have the music on the other screen, so yeah, be right back. Interesting to come back and see that we were not nearly as bullish as I thought. We came right back below the 14 and the 21 on the next candle. That's some chop right there for you. That is how you get chopped up. Just like that, we're back below the 21 EMA. Wow. Not for long. Out below the 21 near the support line. That's such interesting price action. What's up, Nvidia? Give me a refresh. 179.61. Oh, I reloaded, but that trend line did not break. Yeah, what do you do with this type of price action, honestly? Let's check this. Such interesting price action. It really kind of froze up in this zone. Still holding up right above the 500 area. It hasn't broken that support line for real, for real. If it does, I expect it to broken. Remember that going back to the reinforcing the idea that I like candle closes above or below these lines as confirmation. Not wicks. We don't follow wicks. Again, if you'd have followed that top wick there or this bottom wick here, if you'd have followed this bottom wick thinking, hey, it broke this zone, we're clearly headed down, you'd have got so bad. But yeah, we like to see candles close. Oh, obviously what happened was maybe not obviously, but what's happening is the close of this 1 hour candle. We have 13, now 10 seconds before this 1 hour candle closes. And the theory about those 1 hour candles holds up. You're gonna get a top wick and a bottom wick, very, very likely. It's gonna close somewhere in the original body knot. All right, so let's see the open of this new 1 hour candle. What do you want to do, buddy? You want to put in a top wick first or a bottom wick? There's like a little bottom wick there, not a serious one yet. So it pushes up a little, pushes down a little. It's being held up at those EMAs. And the EMAs are kind of tight there too. Broke through the 21, I'm holding up at the 14. No real momentum yet, but there's a slight break of the 14 EMA on the 5 minute. But on that 1 hour candle, there's a tiny bottom wick that exists right there at that support line, and it's taking off back to the upside. It's refilling this wick that it rejected on the previous hour so far. There's more upside in this next 1 hour candle. Alright, there's that upside. Nvidia back over 180. Look at that pump. So again, I said it previously when we were wicked down right here. You want to see it still maintain this uptrend, and you want to see Nvidia have a candle close above 180.25. So we've got the 180.12, and that push on Nvidia also rationalizes why we this new 1 hour candle opened the way it did. There's more of that upside coming in. Nvidia at 15. You want to see a close above that 2025 area on Nvidia for the next leg higher. And if that were to happen in this 9 o'clock hour, Nvidia back up 3.45% on the day. If that were to happen in this hourly candle, we are likely gonna break the bottom. If Nvidia can hold and go for the next leg up, then Nasdaq will likely break the box and also make another leg higher, maybe up to this next zone that I drew previously. There's more upside. There's more upside. Nvidia holding up 180 and 10 cents, 7 cents. So you'll get a little. Oh, there's more of a pop. 13 cents, 11 cents, 13 cents. Price trying to get over that most recent resistance zone as Nvidia gets that 20 that we talked about, 22. So yeah, there's more upside coming here. 25. Here's the open of a new 5-minute candle. And Nvidia held up right there at that same zone. Didn't quite break and close above it. It wicked back down. So you want to keep your eyes open here. This is a tricky zone, but if it can break it, then it can go. Same for you. So what comes first? This next pop to the upside, or the 14 and 21 EMA again? There's more.
Order filled.
All right, I'm in a quick long. Just want to see if we can get that momentum that I thought was building up on the other chart. Just to get a pop to the top of this zone. It may not happen. Yeah, we're seeing rejection now, right off that entry. Nvidia back down at 12, so that was probably it. It's gonna give up this move.
Order filled.
I went ahead and closed that. No biggie. Like I said, it's Friday. We're up plenty, and you don't want to give back too much. Again, as a momentum trader, I saw it stall out. It might go now. Look, there's a little bit of that pop I was hoping for, but it really did. This is gonna suck to watch this go after taking that small loss. Let's see. It's really stalling out right there, and so is this guy. You're getting a little bit of rejection reversal. Indecision candle, a little bit rejection. We're getting some rejection. So I thought this would follow this candle and kind of just fill up the rest of the box. Again, I saw Nvidia get up here to the top and wanted to capture this next move, the break of that zone. But timing is everything with this stuff, and my timing was off. I wasn't patient enough, because the move might still be coming here. But I'll be better off taking the trade off the EMAs if it comes back down. There's that upside. Just needed a little bit of patience from me. Not really seeing the same move over here. So again, as a momentum trader, this would have still been not my ideal trade. Stressful, shaky. Look, rejected that zone again. Yeah, this would not have given me the quick 10 that I like. might still go, but I'm happy to take like a tiny loss instead of a major loss there. And now we'll see what this candle wants to do. Nvidia is still at 180.07, 06, 03. That's it. I just saw 2 and 1. Are we going back to 179? That would be both interesting and gratifying that I got out of the trade if Nvidia breaks this whole number here. There's 104. It's interesting that the trade held up here. It didn't break back down to the EMAs either. I knew those EMAs were close. Probably could have stayed in that trade a little longer, but like I said, this is the type of like Friday stress that you don't need. Look at that entire 5-minute candle. I waited for the new 5-minute candle to open and look what it did, and it's just like, those aren't the trades. I thought we were going to see more upside following that the candle to the left, but you can't be right about them all. And even here, we get a little wick down. Is this the move? Yeah, Nvidia just had big expansion, so the move might be coming now.
Order filled.
Let's try it one more time. Wow, I really thought on what was a 20-point pop right there, we would see some sort of reaction on this side, but no, we're not getting. There we go. There's a little bit of that correlation. There's a little bit. There's a slight move.
Order filled.
All right, I'm gonna take that win as it stalls out again. I don't know. I can't fully call it because Nvidia broke it made the move. It made the move I was waiting for. So there's no correlation yet. Maybe it'll catch up. Not sure what's holding us down from that move, but I'll take the tiny win. I'll you know, there's a little bit more of that upside, but I'll take the tiny win back just to make up for the slow trade on the previous candle. And it's even rejecting up there while Nvidia continues to go. I'm missing whatever little edge I found is not clicking right now, as this candle even flipped red. So I want to see how those last 2 trades worked out. Give the system a little second to process. Huh, that's really interesting. Okay. And there's a little bit more of that upside that we were waiting for. Nvidia in the 40s. But no, not yet. Still not seeing the big move over here on the Nasdaq. It might go just with a little bit of a delay, but again, this is really interesting price action. I waited for the hourly candle to close. I waited for the new hourly candle to open. I saw bullish momentum, and I took the trade, and both of these are just really stalling out right there, even as the most correlated one made that next move. This is a tiny move, but it's going. There's 48 and 50. Yeah. It's a real slow grind that if you mistimed it, then you mistimed it. It is what it is. Oh, let's put this back on the triple. Yeah. Look, even the next pop that I was saying yeah while we weren't on the chart, but even the next pop got rejected. I almost want to zoom in tighter on these, yeah. see what this looks like now, because these are some real small candles. I guess that big volume line here must be like sales, must be like, you know, somebody getting rid of it, because it's struggling to break that line, even though Nvidia made that next clearly bullish move. You know, broke this move to the upside. I guess you want to break the wick too, which is 68. You're seeing the move go now. There's a little bit more, but it's still held up right at this long line here, this long volume line. And there's the first break of that long volume line, just for it to come right back down. So yeah, real slow grind, real melt up. The move is happening. Nvidia's now in the 60s. I could have just held on, but again, it's Friday. Who wants to stress about a trade going against you when you're already up? Like, a little bit of a rejection in the next 5-minute candle on Nvidia. So it did not break that high of 70 just yet, back down in the 53 area. And now Nasdaq is gonna still go. So yeah, never 100% correlated. That was a real slow grind where it had to like kind of make it through some sell pressure up here. All of these green candles are still getting top wicks. You know, there's some selling happening even as these moves happen. Look at that yet again. Like the move is happening. The move is happening nice and slow, and absolutely testing my Friday already green patience. Nvidia holding up, but not still not breaking that 70 level just yet. There's a little bit of rejection. Are we gonna reject the top of the box again? Let's see how this acts around here as it goes from the 60s to the 50s to the 40s. So we'll get that little top wick there. All right, so there's a wick outside of the top of the box, and then we get a little bit of rejection. Curious to see what we get next. A slow grind up, but as a momentum trader, again, this is tough to trade. I like to be in and out of these things, and that was a real slow grind that I would have had to hold on. I could have held to the top of the box. There's the late correlation as Nvidia pushes through that next number. Okay. And there it goes. Nvidia in the 70s. So once it broke that zone, obviously it wants to make a new leg higher. I say obviously, but again, it's still happening very slowly. There's 86. Wow. Okay.
Order filled.
Now again, Nvidia made it outside the box. I mean, Nasdaq made it outside the box, but it is now rejecting and wicking back into the box. That is the close of that 5-minute candle. And back into the box. Wow, 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 wow. That's surprising. This really felt like the next leg higher, even again, just based on the correlation next door. It's slow grind. Maybe I just need to, again, be patient. As a momentum trader, I like to see these things go, not get rejected right there at the top. Come on, baby. Come on. That stinks. That stinks to get that slowdown and that rejection right there. In you know, on Ep8, sometimes we like to call that the magical blue line of resistance. There's more of that move. There we go. There we go, baby. Let's take that off. I would not be surprised if we make new highs here, because Nvidia is gonna need to find some sort of new zone. But I'm happy to take that win. Absolutely happy to take that win. And as you see some more rejection at the top of the box, again, as a momentum trader, I'll just take the momentum that you give me. This market is not giving me 10 to 15 point momentum in the speed that I'm used to. So I'll take the 5 to 7 point scalps. It's cool. Yeah, and especially seeing that rejection yet again outside the top of the box, which doesn't totally correlate with the move that's happening here. Nvidia is going, so maybe Apple and Amazon and Tesla and all of them are rejecting to hold down this Nvidia move, because Nvidia is going. So you see these upper wicks. Wow, we're back in the box. I really expected Nasdaq to go based on Nvidia, and it is not yet. So very happy to take that win rather than, look, as Nvidia, there's some rejection, I guess, from the 90s to the, yeah, you get a little upper wick there now. But Nasdaq came right back into the box just to pop right back outside it. This is, the price action's a little slower, a little tricky. So in this instance, looking at that current 5-minute candle, again, I'm absolutely happy to take the little win, scalp for the little wins again. I don't currently take NQ trades on stream, or I try not to, but I will be doing that in 26. So if you were to, you know, translate these wins from MNQ to NQ, you'd understand the progress that I'm making. Right now, I am spending the close of the year refining my trading techniques so that I'm, you know, just a little more comfortable with these bigger swings and these bigger accounts that I plan for. I want to copy trade and all of that good stuff next year. So happy to take base hits on MNQ while I refine my style and get ready for some bigger swings at the top of the year. There's a little bit of the delayed move happening. We're back outside the box. Nvidia got the pop up, as it said, 86. The real number's 90, 88. 86. But yeah, there was that pop outside the box. The correlation was a little slow. Again, maybe some of the other Nasdaq accounts were holding it down, but that correlation with Nvidia tends to be pretty strong. So now you're seeing the move catch up. The original short that I took at the beginning of the session before the stream happened with the four took it in this with four contracts, which I'm pretty sure is my max on this account. It only played to a certain extent, and I'm glad I took what I did based on the previous reactions. We're right back up here. We didn't go too much lower at all today. Even held the middle of the box for most of the day. We had the bullish pop, rejection into the box, top of the box, middle of the box, outside the top of the box. Respectable price action. We're starting to see some rejection over on this side. Very interesting. All right, so 3 minutes left in this, or 2 minutes left in this 5-minute candle. And it's interesting behavior right here at the top of the box. Again, we drew that previous downtrend line when we hit daily highs, and we've broken that and held it. We could pretty much get rid of that line. It's just there to reaffirm, you know, the short that we took earlier. But yeah, shorts have not been in play for a minute, besides that one from the top of the box to the 21 EMA. And now we're holding up at the top of the box. So this is a time where, you know, that slow move happened. Love to double check with Nvidia over here. Ooh, big rejection at the top of Nvidia. I think that means we're gonna come back into this zone pretty rapidly. I don't want to be too greedy and misunderstand the market. But what am I missing? Why am I not seeing that rejection over here just yet? Are we delayed? Is this the perfect entry? What the fuck? Like, what's happening? Oh my gosh, what's happening? Do you not want to come retest this EMA? I'm super confused. It's holding up. I don't like it. It's holding up. I don't like it. Why is it holding up like that? Because now when Nvidia pops 30, 40 cents after this drop, that move might roll into this one. Holy fuck. Okay, that was really interesting, and I'm glad. Wow. Is it just delayed? Is it coming now? It might just be delayed. Dog, what the fuck is happening? Confused. Okay, like the move is happening. I guess it's just delayed. This is crazy though. It's still holding up top of the box. Fuck, that's why. Yeah, see, Nvidia popped another 30 cents real fast after that drop. So we held up at the top of the box. Now we're coming into the box. It's just, I guess it's just a little bit delayed, but that bleed from to the 30s never really showed here. Oh man, what a day. Okay. It's really interesting. I'm stuck. I think this short is still gonna play out, I think. But the way it held up at the top of the box, even when Nvidia gave up like 70 cents really fast, that's really interesting. And now, like I said, Nvidia's holding up, so now the top of the box is holding up. It had that drop, but it popped from the lows before the reaction could happen in this move. Wow, that was really interesting. We've been having a strong correlation, but that drop did not come through yet. Maybe it's still coming through now. Wow, look at the delay that I'd have to. There it is. 46. So now we're gonna come back down and test this 14 EMA. Very likely. Just gotta be a little patient with these moves as you see them happening. I guess the correlation didn't fully correlate, but I feel like this time, wow. We came back into the box just to hold up right there. And now Nvidia popped again from that low. So if the correlation, if it's just delayed, we should still get a little bit of that move right here. But if it's not, we're just gonna get out of this and call it a day, man. Cause what the fuck is going on? Yeah. It's time to call it a day, cause this is some of the most confusing price action I've witnessed. Oh man, stinks. Trying my best to be patient. I'll just treat the box as my stop loss, because this didn't correlate. Nvidia bounced back to the 50s, bled down to the 30s. I thought we were gonna see a little bit of that move happen here. I even was noticing the delay in the equities, but like again, I think it's receiving the bounce more than it's like receiving the bleed, which confusing to say the least. Not gonna give it up, Nasdaq. Just not gonna give it up. Okay. I am truly being tested with this one. Damn it, it's gonna do the thing. No correlation. We got some pop. So I'm gonna just get out of this one.
Order filled.
There it goes. I'm happy for the day. That was super confusing. Even now I'm lost as to why. And there's a little bit of that move back. I held on, but I didn't. I didn't time that right at all, bro. What the fuck? I don't know what to do with that type of price action, especially maybe I should have like extended the box a little before I overreacted. But yeah, it's getting a bottom wick even off that move. Wow. I wanna just okay. I got it out of that move for $2.50. That was insane. Like, what the fuck? I'm like, yo, it bled, it's going down, we're going down. And that shit just hit me with the hezzy. Oh man. Which again, I'm great on the day. I'm happy. This was the perfect time to call it a day. Early stream, insane chop action. We're going back outside the top of the box. I said I would have used the top of the box as a stop loss, but I'm happy that I got out of the trade where I got out. It didn't bleed, it didn't go. That was weird as fuck. I knew Nvidia was gonna go ahead and get those bottom wicks and pop back off that, and now boom, back outside the box. So longs are probably in play to the top of to the daily high, I guess. And as soon as I said that, we're back in the box. What is this price action, bro? Yeah, I'm happy that I got out of that trade where I did. I guess it wouldn't have gotten too much better. I would, waiting for actual like flips of profit. Nope, wouldn't have happened. So I think I'm comfortable. For anybody that stopped by, I want to thank you for watching Money in the Future. That was crazy, bro. That was some insane price action up there at the top of the box. Shout out to Nvidia for not correlating the way it was supposed to. It's okay, but again, part of the reason, let's drop that one more time, because again, I'm not on here giving signals or whatever. Part of the reason that I'm doing this is to get better at all of this, to talk these trades out, make it make sense to me. Because if it makes sense as I rationalize it, then I think we're good. So yeah, man, I'm happy with the day. It's still mad early. I got the whole day ahead of me. It's Friday. I got stuff to do. So yeah, there's more, making more money trading futures. Thank you for tapping in, trading with us. Thank you for watching Money in the Future. Look at that. Look at the price action. Look at where it's hanging out. I just wanted to go back one more time, give you a good look at how this shit is crazy. This is crazy. All right, y'all. Have a good day. I'll see you. I gotta double check the Christmas schedule, so I guess I'll be here Monday and Tuesday, because there ain't no telling what else is happening for the week. Wednesday and Thursday are definite no's, definite 100% no's for Wednesday and Thursday. Friday is a question mark. So it looks like, as of now, don't know what's Sunday. Wow. Don't know what's going on this weekend, but Monday, Tuesday, We should be back for Money in the Future because Wednesday and Thursday are no's. They're Christmas Eve and Christmas. I'm not trading on Christmas Eve, even if the market is open, and I know it's closed on Christmas. We'll probably open on the 26th. For all the degenerates out there, I think at that point we'll just kind of let's see how the week goes, how Christmas goes. Did I get was I gifted some money for Christmas, or do I feel like I spent more this year than I made and I need to go back out there and make some more money? We'll see how this year shakes out. But I want to thank you all again for watching Money in the Future. We should be back Monday and Tuesday, not Wednesday and Thursday, with Friday as a question mark for the degenerates out there. We'll see how Christmas goes. All right, thank you all for watching Money in the Future. Enjoy this disclaimer one more time, and we will see y'all next week.